Alright, I'm out here outside my parents' house over here with my grandfather, and as you can see, I just felt like I needed to come speak to him today. I didn't even have time to put on clothes. I'm not going to show you the rest of the picture here, but he has a story to tell you, okay, that pretty much it happened a long time ago, and it's a couple stories about miracles. The first story happened, I guess, around what time, or how many years ago was this?
It happened about 73 years ago.
Alright, and so tell me about it.
Well, when I was 10 years old, a neighbor in the community had diabetes, and his foot wouldn't, a sore foot, and it wouldn't heal up and everything. And he was in the hospital, and they had him set up to take his leg off the next morning.
Okay.
Well, when the doctor walked in the next morning, he wouldn't let him take his foot off. He told him no, he wasn't going to have it. And they asked him why, and he said, well, an angel stood at the foot of my bed last night and told me that it would heal.
Wow.
And it did heal, and he lived for several years longer.
And his death probably had nothing to do with that foot, did it?
That had nothing to do with that foot.
Well, and then yesterday you told me, or 2 days ago, you told me a story about another miracle that you've seen once in your life, and around how many years ago was this, or what year was this?
About 30 years ago.
Okay.
This friend of mine, who happened to be a minister, that helped to straighten me out, and I raised quarter horses, so he got a ranch down in St. Augustine, Florida, and moved down there, and he bought my quarter horses. Well, that next summer, the wife and 2 daughters were down visiting, and we were riding the horses. Well, one of them bucked and threw a girl off and broke her back.
Okay, broke her back.
Broke her back. The x-rays showed it was actually broke. She couldn't move her feet or nothing. Well, all of the crew that was riding horses and all of her classmates from St. Augustine Institute College, they all held an all-night prayer vigil.
You didn't tell me that earlier. They had an all-night prayer vigil.
All-night prayer vigil, and they prayed all night long. And they come in the next morning to get her to do surgery, and she moved her foot and told them she didn't need it.
Okay.
And she actually got up and walked out of the hospital room.
She got up and walked out.
Got up and walked out of the hospital room.
And you said something about they did another x-ray the other day. Did they do another x-ray?
Oh, they done another, well, they checked her out and done other x-rays and everything.
And they couldn't find it.
They couldn't find it.
So,
and the doctors all said, boy, she's lucky, she's lucky, she's lucky.
And did the doctors see it as a miracle? Or did
No,
they see it as just...
No, they didn't mention miracle.
It was just
lucky.
Maybe they just missed it the day before on the x-ray, huh?
No, it was real.
It was real. It was real. That's wild. Well, I want to thank you for talking. I think I've got more videos of you than anybody else at this point, but there's a reason for it, I think. I keep being told to walk down here every time, even if I don't have a chance to put on clothes, so. Alright, thank you again.